welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. You know, there's a lot of things that I look at and say, oh my God, I'd love to interview this kind of person, especially people with food, especially people with real estate, because I've been doing real estate for so long. But then there are other people that come on that, for you guys, I know I have to bring in so that I can educate, or you guys can get educated about things that you might not know that might be going on or is going on. With me is Stephen Giordano, and you are running for St. Lucie County Sheriff.
Yes, sure. Thank you very much. Nice to meet
you. How you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Okay, so what on God green earth made you decide to run for any kind of office?
Well, I'm new into the whole political atmosphere, but I used to work for St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office for almost 10 years.
Oh, wow, okay.
I've been in the community, St. Lucie County, since approximately 1989 to 1990. My mother had a house built here in Port St. Lucie, one of the old Mercedes homes. I don't know if you remember them.
No.
It was one of the older builders back in the day. And being that I had the knowledge of the department working for St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office and being in the community for so long, I figured, I seen the competition and I said, you know what, I think that I have the better work ethic. I think that I have the knowledge of being in the department and the community and the support. I said, let me go ahead and, put it in and work my butt off and see what I can do.
Okay, so everybody knows who's been listening to my shows for years how my guests talk about the pressures of any campaigning.
Sure.
There is a time-sensitive issue because you have to have all your paperwork in by a certain amount of time.
Sure.
And there's what's been known for 100 years as the baby kissing time, okay?
That's a political term, but
right,
okay.
Okay, it's being out there and shaking hands and meeting people.
Yeah.
Does that take away from you've been in real estate a while?
I'm also a realtor, yes.
Right, so does that take away from you doing your real estate work?
So I actually put all my real estate to the side. I actually defer it to an agent of mine that's in the same office, and now I'm solely focused only on the campaign. I'm giving it 100%. Definitely want to say hats off to my fiance because she's holding down the fort. She's watching my 7-year-old son and 3-year-old daughter. And
she hasn't killed you yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm going a lot. I'm doing a lot. I'm going to events. I'm meeting a lot of people. But like I said, I've been in the community just about since 1990. So I just want to let all the residents know that I'm here for you guys. That's my main goal, is just to let the residents know that I'm here for you. I'm not here for anybody else but the residents. I solely care about the residents of St. Lucie County. That's why I have this hat.
Okay, so Ken Muscara
Yes.
is sheriff now.
Correct.
And he chose not to run anymore, and giving up that space opens the door for new people to come in.
Sure.
Ken did, in my opinion, an excellent job over the years he was there, and except for him being really way taller than me, interviewing him was always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
What needs to be changed in the sheriff's department, in your opinion?
In the sheriff's department, I used to work for St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office from 2005 to 2015. I went and took the crossover program in 2007 to get dual certified. I failed the state test 3 times. They had changed the curriculum back then from traditional to the CMS curriculum, which was scenario based. I went back to the academy back in 2014, and I passed it on my second try. I wasn't a quitter. I wasn't going to give up. I had a real passion for law enforcement. And I think that working there those 10 years and working in the jail, working in the department, seeing the residents, seeing people come through and being able to talk with them, I feel like communication is a big key that we can always improve on. And I feel that with me personally, Stephen Giordano, being passionate about our community and getting in contact with the residents and communicating with everybody, because for every problem there's a solution, right?
Yep.
So what we need to do is figure out and prioritize those problems and come up with a solution no matter what it is. So me working at that jail, having all those interpersonal skills, I really feel like I have a master's in psychology working there for almost 10 years. So it's very heartwarming to get all the love from the people that I've met. I've only been on this campaign trail only almost 2 months.
You know, you mentioned something interesting about working in the jail.
Sure.
So years ago, in Palm Beach County, I did a tour of the jail from beginning to end, and then I had some road officers on, and then I had them on together, and I asked, "What's the harder job?" And the road officers said, "Corrections is the hardest job."
Yeah.
Working in the jail, you're right. If you don't have your weapon is communication.
It's your mouth.
That's it, and that is super important in everything in life.
Absolutely.
And you surely have it as a tool in running a sheriff's office.
Absolutely.
Okay, because you need to have that communication with your deputies.
Absolutely.
Um,
I have friends on the road and in the jail, and I feel for the community, me as sheriff, it's a win-win. Because I know the community, because I know the department, because I know the jail, because I know, and I have friends, people on the road, I feel like it's really a win-win for the people of St. Lucie County.
so, and I hate to say this because I don't want to talk about anybody else. Is it different running a sheriff's department than running a city police
I never
force?
ran a police department.
Okay.
I mean, at a token, it's kind of a department you're running, two separate agencies, one municipality, one's, county level. So, I've never ran a department. I'm looking forward to the option to do that, so.
You know, what's happened is St. Lucie County has grown in leaps and bounds.
Absolutely.
And
At one point, we had almost 1,000 residents move in. Remember, you see the
Yeah.
realtor.
and with it growing that fast, everything grows with it,
Sure.
including crime.
Absolutely.
I've been living up here for 10 years, and the crime that I see growing has just kind of taken me by storm. Now, what bothers me is for many years I lived in the city limits, okay? Now, I don't live in the city limits, I live in the county. But the city has taken so many hits, and I don't know why the city has taken so many hits. But we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, guys. And I got to finish up with Steve, but just give me a minute and we'll be right back. And we're back with Steve Giordano, and he's running for sheriff in St. Lucie County.
Very excited.
You know, going back to my philosophy is it takes a lot of guts and a lot of staying power to run for any office. And I think moreover than that, it takes a lot of support.
Sure.
And that support should come from family. You already said that your fiance is like, she
My
hasn't
number
killed
one
you yet.
fan, my number one fan, my number one supporter.
Right, she hasn't
sure.
killed you. How about your kids?
So my son's 7. He just turned 7 in March, and my daughter's 3. She'll turn 4 in September. She's my kryptonite.
Really?
She's my little princess. Can't do anything wrong in Daddy's eyes.
What? Okay, so I already know from the little bit that I know the downfalls of being in, besides politics, but being in the law enforcement genre.
Yeah.
There's
There's no downfalls.
there's a lot of risk.
There's risk with everything you do. There's risk walking your dog. I mean,
I don't have a dog anymore. Don't have to worry about that anymore. I got that down pat. I have cats, and they take care of themselves, thank God. But like, you hear the stories because I'm not in it, but I know people in it,
sure.
and I know their spouses, and they're afraid of them coming home safe and whatever.
Absolutely. That's our number one priority here in St. Lucie County, and mine is obviously the safety of the St. Lucie County residents. Being that I have the knowledge of the department and being that I've been in the community for so long, I have a passion for the people of St. Lucie County. I'm a product of St. Lucie County. I went to the public schools here locally in St. Lucie County. I started at Parkway Elementary School, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I went to Forest Grove, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I went to Westwood, 9th and 10th, and then they built Centennial, if you remember Centennial.
No,
I mean, yeah, Centennial
I'm a
in
Brooklyn and
what,
Jersey boy.
1999. and then 2000.
Oh, I moved here in 98, I
Yeah.
think. Something like that, 97, 98. But I'm a northerner. I'm a Jersey boy.
Okay.
Um, and moving down here was an eye-opener for me,
Sure.
coming from up north. What I do find interesting is that there is and maybe because I'm seeing it with rose-colored glasses, there is a sheriff's presence almost everywhere I look. Now, people get
That's a
mad
good
at
thing.
that.
That's a good thing.
People get mad at that because only reason you can get mad at a law enforcement being close to you is if you're going to be doing something wrong. Okay, otherwise, it's a blessing.
Sure.
Okay, and it's so important to be able to say, "Hey, I feel safe."
Absolutely.
Okay, I feel safe
Safety is our number one priority.
when I'm out. I
as law
feel safe
enforcement,
on my property.
Yeah.
Those are things that are important to me, and I like the fact that I see a sheriff's car or a police car. Maybe not as much when I'm driving, okay, because we seem to want to pass the speed limit, and ironically enough, the speed limit across town seems to have become just a suggestion, okay, and that's dangerous. I get
Yeah.
it. Um, a lot of people think that you guys are out there to give tickets to make the money, but that's really not the goal of a police officer,
Sure.
okay? You're there for the community and to serve,
Sure.
okay? You're really not there to hinder people. What do you think, taking speed out of the equation, what do you think is some of the biggest issues that St. Lucie County have crime-wise? Is it shoplifting? Is it robberies? Is it murder? What are some of the biggest issues?
Well, statistics show right now that crime is kind of gaining momentum just because of the influx of individuals that are moving here
Right.
to Florida or moving from different areas to St. Lucie County. So we have approximately 355,000 residents approximately. And with the more residents that we get, obviously we're going to have more issues, and we're going to need more officers, more deputies, more hands-on situations.
Are we lacking in the amount of deputies we have now?
I don't think we can never have enough deputies, to be honest with you.
Right. I mean,
You know?
I get that. I mean, I personally feel safe in St. Lucie County,
Sure.
and I think, and I could be wrong, but I think that when you get into office, you're getting in at a good point because you're not getting in to take it away from someone who did a lousy job.
Absolutely.
So you have a good base, okay, which is a blessing.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know because I'm not in it. I don't see a ton of things that need to be fixed like I do in other municipalities and other counties. Is your plan to bring on more officers?
So I have a passion for helping people. That's another reason why I got into the race, is because I just genuinely love helping people. I'm in a position in my life where I want to give back to the community.
Right.
And I would always love to have more deputies in the zones, just so we can have better safety for our deputies, for our officers, so everybody goes home safe. And that's, like I said, that's number one priority across the board: deputy safety, resident safety. So I would definitely love to implement more officers. We have to go through our budget. We have like a $98.8 million budget.
Wow.
So we have to, see what we can take from and pull. I'm my own man with my own ideas, and I really feel that we can make a difference in St. Lucie County with me as sheriff, because I'm so passionate about our community. Going to school here, being raised here, playing baseball at Sportsman's Park. My kids go to school here. I'm very big on school safety. Like I said, I know the people at the jail. I know the people on the road. I just really feel like it's a win-win for St. Lucie County with me as sheriff. And then being so passionate and loving what I do, it's just, there's nothing better and fulfilling to be, what better position if you're a sheriff that you get to go out and help so many people
Right.
and get in the community every single day and help everybody out, I just
Right.
found it so fulfilling.
So, personal opinion.
Sure.
The gun laws have changed You don't need concealed weapons to carry.
Right.
Positive thing or a negative thing?
That's a very big topic right now.
Is it?
It's a very big topic. I get it from residents that I meet through my campaign. They ask me, how do you feel about this? And you can go both ways on it,
There's definitely both
You
ways.
can go both ways. Like I say, I just want to make sure everybody's safe. So another thing that I'm very big on is mental health awareness. I think that we're a community that needs to definitely stop things before they can happen and really focus on some mental health awareness issues. As sheriff, my first year, I documented it in the newspaper when I had an article that I'd be donating a portion of my salary year one as sheriff back to the community to mental health awareness organizations to help veterans get off the street if they're homeless, to get them clothed. We're also going to be donating a couple used cars to single moms, single dads.
Well, I deal with an organization called Wheels from the Heart.
Okay.
We donate cars to single moms.
Oh, that's so cool.
And
Good
we've
job.
donated about 160 in the
Wow.
years we've been doing it in Palm Beach County.
That's amazing. Good
Yep.
job, man.
And it's hard because you got to get
Yeah.
cars to donate.
Sure.
But we had one woman that had 3 kids. She had to leave nursing school
Wow.
because she didn't have
My
way to get the
fiance
kids.
does private nursing
Really?
as well in Jupiter Island, yeah.
So we gave her a car. She went back to nursing school. She's a nurse in Delray Medical Center now. She's an RN.
Wow.
She made
Congratulations.
It, yep,
That's awesome.
She made it through that. It's really cool to be able to help other people.
It's so fulfilling. I love
And
it.
right, and there's a real positive about that.
With hard work and dedication, anything is possible. Look where I'm at today,
Did you ever think this was going to be your path?
No, I can't say that I did. I never grew up saying that, hey, I want to do one particular thing. I just kind of seen what I loved, and it was just after working at the jail for 10 years, St. Lucie County Jail, and just helping out individuals there. I've had grown men, cry and say, man, thank you so much for talking with me. Thank you so much for being there. Just giving them a bar of soap or toilet paper, whatever they needed at the time, and just being personable and just talking with the individuals. It was really just so fulfilling just to help people, whether it was just doing my job or just talking with someone that they just got off the phone with an individual who, broke up with them because of the current situation that they're in, being in jail and they're on the outside. I said, listen, you can't control what your situation is right now. So try to make the best of it, turn a negative into a positive.
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell them, if you don't have a GED, get your GED while you're here in the jail. I used to mentor some of the juveniles, which I just seen recently in Fort Pierce playing football. It was very fulfilling to see them out doing good now.
It's an issue of respect.
It's awesome.
The bad things happen to good people.
Sure.
And I would say from people I spoke to,
Nobody's perfect. Everybody has makes
90%
mistakes.
of the people in jail, bad or not bad, will treat you good if you treat them, will treat you with respect if you treat them with respect.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. If you treat people with respect, you will get respect back. I used to walk into some dorms at the jail, and I would tell the guy that was probably going to be going to death row, hey man, can you take your shirt off the bars, because you weren't allowed to have clothes hanging off the bars. And I would have some deputies go, hey, well, how can you go get that guy to do that? He would give me a hard time, but he wouldn't give you a hard time. And I would simply tell him, listen, it's about how you treat people and how you talk with people.
Wow.
If you treat people with respect, they're going to treat you with respect right back. It's very
Okay.
simple.
Steve is running for sheriff, St. Lucie County.
Yes.
Get out there and vote. It is so important to vote, okay? Because it gives us the right to complain. Okay, so if we don't vote, I don't want to hear you complaining. Steve, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you. And can I just say one more thing?
Yes.
We need a sheriff who's going to be personable, that understands the people. I'm not here for a political agenda. I'm here solely for the residents. I'm passionate about what I do. I love helping people out. I'm very big with kids. I have a 7-year-old son, a 3-year-old daughter. Let's work together and let's make this happen. Thank you guys so much for everything.
Everybody, check Steve out, go to his website, and we'll be right back.